G'day everyone and welcome to Tech Tips for another episode. My name's Adam from Jim's IT Penrith, and today what we're going to talk about is the ASIC scam. This is essentially a scam that's happening in Australia, but it is still part of our scam related episodes that we are doing. What's happening here? ASIC is a financial institution, or massive part of the financial institution here in Australia. So they send out information about your business names and things along those lines. And so what's actually happening is people are actually getting emails to say that your business name has been cancelled, or you owe money on your business name, you need to re-register your business name. And so people are getting these emails that look so legit, clicking on these links, giving away their personal information, and the hackers are then able to log in and get the information on those businesses and blackmail them and that type of thing. So what I'm going to walk you through in just a moment is how to identify fake emails from ASIC with real emails from ASIC. This scam has been going on for quite some time, but it's starting to come back again. So let's take a look. So what we're seeing here is an example of a fake and a real email that you get from ASIC. Now, if we have a look here on the real side, we actually see a couple of indicators that will be able to tell you that it's real. The first one is this part of the email address. The email address is separated into two sections. This first section here is a representative of the person's name or company. So in my case it would be Jim's IT Penrith or Adam Wallazark. The second part here is the actual from address. So in this case here, it is from this email box and this domain. So what that tells us is that it's from a no reply email box from the asic.gov.au website. So it actually hasn't got any subdomains or anything like that, and a .gov.au can only be registered by a company, a government company here in Australia. Now if we come down and investigate the email just a little bit further, now yes, I understand that you'll be seeing this and saying, hey look, it's 2018, are these scams still around? Yes, they are. The scams are still around. They're becoming more and more prevalent. Now, why is it cancelled there? It's because this is an example to help us explain this a little bit easier. Now, if we look at the email structure itself, the two look pretty close if you look at them side by side. But one big thing that we need to look at is here, your business name, registration, and then we actually see the business name has been cancelled. Please view the following link for more information. So this is a genuine email. So the email could be saying it's cancelled. It could be saying that that you owe money or something along those lines. So this one here is a genuinely real email. So if it asks you to click on this cancellation letter here, or if you've got any queries, click on this link here, then yes, it is fairly safe to click on those links because we've just verified that this is a safe email. If we look at the fake email, straight away we've got a couple of things that we need to check. Okay. If we just compare the ASIC message here, they're the same, aren't they? But if we move on to the actual domain information and pull that apart, the first part here, messaging dash services. Okay, that could be genuine, but then if we go to the next domain part of it, it looks nothing like what a domain in Australia for a government body would look like. That's your first massive indicator that this is a fraudulent email. And the next thing to come down and have a look at, no dear sir, madam. That's not a huge red flag. Some emails don't come through with that. We've got the ASIC logo, but then come and actually have a read through this email. Your business name, registration, there's nothing there. There's no business name. So there's no actual indication of what your business is called. So that is really a teller that something just isn't right. It's not telling you who your business is. But that's a huge red flag. So over here, it's telling you what your business is. Okay. And we read through it. To continue using the business name and avoid cancellation, click on this renewal letter. Okay. If you click on this, it is a huge, huge indicator that you are probably going to get malware on your computer, or you're going to get spam or something along those lines, being from this particular domain. Now, they are actually asking you to email someone from the ASIC department, but I mean, I'm sure if you click on that email link, that right there, that would actually send you to some sort of spam or some sort of malware or something along those lines. It's the same for this down here. Each of those are just plain text. It's like a title. That title is actually looking like the email address. So underneath those two links, you've got the link name, and then underneath you've actually got the link destination. So this is a massive way to tell whether or not the email that you're receiving is potentially fraudulent. It is very, very, very important that you are very vigilant when you're getting emails. We shouldn't have to be. What are some things that we can look out for here? Be wary of unsolicited contacts. The scammers will often reach out to you unexpectedly via email, text, phone, anything along those lines. And this is the same with the ASIC stuff. Like, they might not just reach out to you via email. They protect your personal information. Never share anything with anyone that calls that seems suspicious. Even when it comes to dealing with one of us guys from Jim's IT, if we call you and we connect to your computer and there are passwords, don't give them out to us. Type them in. Never share your personal information with anyone on the phone. Okay? Is stay informed. Find out what the latest scams are. Keep yourself updated with what's going on in the world, especially now that we use computers for basically everything in our lives. Go to the ASIC scam page. Go to your bank's page. That will often have information about scams. Call Jim's IT. We will often have a lot of information about what current scams are happening at the moment. Verify the contact information independently when someone calls you. There is no harm in actually double checking something. Don't feel pressured. That's the biggest thing I would say to you. Never feel pressured while you're on the phone with somebody to perform the act that they're asking you, no matter how important they are trying to indicate that it is. Trust yourself. Trust your gut. We've got a very good sense of when we know things are not right. If something doesn't feel right or it seems too good to be true, it normally is, and it normally isn't right, if you know. So everyone, that concludes today's episode. Guys, be vigilant. If you have a gut instinct that tells you something isn't right, follow that instinct. These hackers these scammers are becoming ever more involved and trying more and more tricks. They're getting more and more information on us. In Australia alone, we've had a lot of data leaks. So they're going to be using our full names, our addresses, our personal information to try to get money from us, to try to get more information from us. Be so vigilant and be safe. Do never give out your personal information. Never give out your credit card information. Always be skeptical of when people ring you up asking for personal information. If you worry, hang up. Look up that business's actual phone number on their website. Each business has, major business, like ASIC, like the Commonwealth Bank, like the National Australia Bank, will have a dedicated website. Go onto that website, find the phone number for that business. Ring them up and ask that information. This goes along the same lines as getting a phone call from your internet provider or from Microsoft. Never believe those calls. Microsoft or your internet provider will never call you like that. Alright, thanks guys, be safe, and we'll see you in the next episode.